yes, I do get paid to be a surrogate. With the company that I went through, first-time surrogates make between $60,000 and $70,000, and then it goes up your second time around. I get always told, like, well, if you really wanted to do it, you would do it for free. You guys, there's obviously risks that come with surrogacy. I am a single mom, so it's a risk for me to all you go through to become a surrogate. IVF, pregnancy, birth, all of that is a risk. So I obviously am taking a risk of something possibly happening to me, knowing that I have 2 children. So doing it for free just wouldn't be logical for me. There's like little bonuses and stuff that they give too. So like it all just depends, and then they look into like what state you're in can also determine somewhat of what you're paid. If the baby something were to happen to baby or you miscarry, the payments just stop. They don't go and collect all the money back or anything. The payments just stop from that point going forward. I knew I wanted to be a surrogate for like a lot of years. After you apply, they call you and they just ask you a bunch of questions, medical history, pregnancies, all that. Once you get through that process, they do start going through like your medical history. So they will go through all your medical history. Obviously, like they want to look at it because they want to make sure that you can carry a baby. They want to make sure that there's going to be no issues and no complications as best they can. Obviously, like it's really emotional. You want everything to work. The medication can be really hard. There can be effects. Like I won't sit up here and say that surrogacy is easy because it's not. It's not. If it was easy, it's not easy. It's hard and it's really hard on the body. But it is definitely doable. It is so rewarding, and just every time I see my intended mom's face when she hears heartbeat on our like FaceTime calls, or when she comes out and sees baby on scan, like it is the best feeling in the whole world. So my intended mom, she comes for a lot of my appointments. My intended dad, I haven't seen. So this is the first time I saw him since my transfer in December. It was like super emotional. I just like, it's one thing for like me and my intended mom, because like she shows her emotions and all that, and my intended dad, like he's always been like the tough one, like if it doesn't work, like it's just like it's okay and like all this stuff. But like I know so bad like they wanted this to work, and I think now he's still just like, I can't believe this is real. Like they tried years for a child and they went through a lot of struggle and a lot of trauma. So like it makes me super emotional, because it's like I'm the reason. Like I am carrying their baby boy in my tummy, and I will be the reason that they become parents. And they treat me so sweet. Like they're so sweet to me. I'm sure it is so hard to like watch someone else like carry your child and wish that it was you, but like they're just so appreciative. And you are allowed to date as a surrogate, but anytime you date someone new, you are supposed to disclose that to the agency and also your intended parents. So going in, they do obviously ask you if you have a partner, and if you do have a partner, they're screened as well. They do have to get tested for STDs and all that. Any new partner you have, they want them to be tested, which is definitely understandable. So yeah, you can date, but it needs to be disclosed. They're gonna wanna speak to them. They're gonna want them to get tested and all that, just because you don't wanna put the baby at risk for anything. Me personally, I have chosen just not to date during this journey. I wasn't dating anyone before, and then now it's just like, it's a lot. The journey's a lot. I don't really want to have to explain it, like go through dating, why pregnant, and then also just being a mom of 2 kids on top of that and working. It's a lot. So I have chosen not to date. I get asked a lot if my kids will meet my intended parents and the baby. So my kids have met my intended mom already. And then yes, they will meet baby. So I actually just had my birth plan, and we talked about it. So my kids have gone through this journey with me. They feel baby kick and all of that. So yes, my plan is to meet baby. And my daughter will be 6 by the time he gets here. My son is 3. So I know they like don't completely understand. But yes, I want them to meet baby and be like, these are baby's parents. Mommy was just carrying baby, which I've explained to them. And now he's off and going home, and it's back to just us 2. But yes, I want them to be able to meet him because they've gone through this journey with me. And my intended parents are all for baby meeting the kids. They literally, in my birth meeting today, she asked about like taking pictures during delivery, and my intended dad made me want to cry because he was just like, of course, like these have to be memories like with us, with Brianna forever. She's literally family to us. She finally made us become parents, and it was just really special. And I'm trying not to cry because I cried during the meeting, but yes, they will meet, baby.
I'll be honest, I didn't really know that you could actually be paid to be like a surrogate mother, especially that huge amount of money. I mean, you know, $70,000 just to basically carry somebody else's baby. I mean, obviously it's not a stable income repeatedly over time, but you know, for a one-off surrogacy journey, it sure is a lot of money. And yeah, fair play for this woman to actually taking a look into it and deciding to go ahead with it. It must be, you know, as this woman said, it must be a really special, rewarding, unique, heartwarming journey for this pregnancy. You know, for obviously the intended parents are going to the screenings and the appointments and making sure that, you know, the daily checkups that the baby is healthy, which is vitally important. It just shows how much this future mom cares for this baby, and that, you know, she really wants the baby, and it's really sweet. I didn't actually realise that as well, the fact that, you know, if you have a new relationship, a new partner during your surrogacy journey, you have to disclose it, and the reasoning behind it is completely understandable, but I guess it's, for me, just something would never have occurred to me. It was like a few restrictions are in place, because, you know, you have to tell the clinic or whatever you know, your love life basically, and then they would have to get tested, even if it was just like a one-off thing. Like, so there's definitely a lot more to it than meets the eye, you know. There really is, and there's so much emotion in it. And she said herself that it must be so hard for these parents to watch on as someone else carries their future baby. She's actually had 2 children, so I guess that kind of makes the whole process just a little bit easier on herself, because at least she knows she's got children of her own, and children she can go back to and love and care for. It's good that she's had children and she's been through the journey before, and she knows what being pregnant is all about, and I think it's vitally important when you're carrying somebody else's baby. It's nice that as well that all the family members, well, the people involved with the surrogacy, obviously the carrier and then the 2 intended parents, that they all get along, and yeah, it just shows how much faith they have in each other. And again, that just makes the whole process just a whole lot easier, because if you didn't like them, then it just wouldn't be as special, would it? Something could go wrong, you never know what could happen, and I love the transparency between them all. It's brilliant.